Dumb
and weird.
podcast. Well, that's an interesting conspiracy.
But you know what's even worse?
What?
The birds.
Oh, the birds with the cameras?
No. All birds aren't real.
No. They're a
Since
figment?
since the 1950s.
Oh, so it's a conspiracy.
That explains the evil eyes.
Yeah. So apparently the birds haven't existed since the 1950s. In the 1950s, this whole conspiracy came out that the birds aren't real. They're government drones.
Oh, wow.
But that makes it a little weird. But what's interesting about this one is it started in the 1950s, went on to the 1970s, and just kind of lost a little bit of its weight for a little while. Then in like 2000, I think it was like 16 or 17, if I remember correctly, it came back. And it came back as a joke. But then somebody took it like seriously, and there's a whole movement called The Birds Don't Exist.
Yeah, do you know where the basis behind this is? Like the biggest evidence? Have you ever seen a baby pigeon?
Yeah. So there are baby pigeons. Now,
Well, not anymore.
Not anymore. Yeah,
Not since the 1950s.
yeah, that's right. 1950s, we wiped out all baby pigeons and we replaced them with cameras that spy on people.
Yeah. Because most of the population is a big threat.
Yes. So you see, what happens is and people started saying like, well, what about how do we know that their internal batteries, are working and everything? Well, you see the bird poop. That's their system cleaning out the battery acid.
So are they solar powered birds?
No, actually, so what they do is they hang out. Why they hang out on those power lines is
they're
to recharge
recharging.
themselves.
Oh, okay. So their feet are kind of like conductors, right?
Yeah, and you want to know why other birds eat other birds?
What's that?
It's a failsafe. So the government decided, wait, it would be weird if we're just like picking up our own cameras and everything, right? So like we have to design birds that go after our other cameras that fall apart. So they eat them.
Oh, interesting.
So is this where all the metadata that Edward Snowden was talking about is that they're collecting it just slowly?
Yes.
Just like
So-
eating data, creating a database of everything everywhere,
Have you ever tried to like pick up a bird?
an 8-dimensional map of the universe. Have I tried to pick up a bird?
Yeah, and then a bunch of other birds attack you. They're trying to defend that camera. You see, they don't want you figuring things
Fail
out.
safe.
Yeah.
Fail safe, yeah. I actually have chickens, and I'm pretty sure they're not robotic, but
No, chickens are real.
yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like they're like bird light. Now, I will tell you, penguins are not real birds. They're the Submariner version.
Russian drones. Yeah.
They're Yes, they're the Russian water drones.
So why do we keep them in our zoos? Is so that we could study them until
Oh,
the
no,
Russians
we-
crack?
No. We figured it out. So like we captured them. See, Americans were so prideful. Oh wait, I say Americans. You're Canadian.
I'm American now.
Canadian. So yeah, no, like they built such a good drone. It's the first good thing they've ever built, and it looks so real that they
Explains so much.
and they're getting good data. I mean, look how many soccer moms go to the Georgia Aquarium.
Probably get railed out by the guy who's supposed to be taking care of them.
Well, I mean, they don't really even eat fish.
No. When I was actually at the zoo, I was at the aquarium here in Georgia. The funniest shit was when we went to the penguins. They looked like they were having a town meeting. So this only confirms even further that they are Russian drones because they're probably trying to plot their way out. They have a hierarchy and everything too. There was like a king and queen penguin like standing up there. So clearly and then they have their like little underlings like lined up. So they're learning. They're trying to get out. Get back to Mother Russia so that they could save the Soviet Union.
I'd like to see a schizophrenic person try to dissect one of these birds and see what happens.
Well, you see, that's the thing, though. Birds hate people with
That's going to
mental
be a
illness.
horrible day, right?
Oh, yeah, they'll attack
It's like
them.
this is a real bird. I was like, oh, wait a minute. Like,
Yeah, a lot of people find out that their birds don't actually love them, so they throw them in the fire when they find out that they're a camera. Burn away all the evidence.
Holy shit.
All right, so I am kind of curious. Like, what about like emus? And
Oh, no, those are all-terrain assault birds.
all-terrain emus and
Cassowaries.
Are ostriches from Africa?
ostriches, yeah,
They're from Africa.
I believe so, yeah.
And then what emus? Where are they from?
Australia.
Oh, hang on. You just said that Australia does not exist.
That's the part that's weird, though. You see, the people who don't believe birds exist think that the people who believe Australia doesn't exist are crazy.
But they build all these creatures on the dark side of the moon, apparently, I guess. I don't know.
Yes.
Where the Nazi base is.
And the skeletons.
No. Supposedly.
Seriously, emus are kind of the devil, though, as far as animals go. I don't know if you've ever encountered an emu personally. They look at you like they're going to kill you, and you have that feeling that they possibly could at the same time.
Apparently, the next big one is the cassowary. So you know this is sent out by the government because it's a vegetarian bird that likes killing people. So this is an all-terrain bird that goes out and hunts human beings who might be suspicious.
Are you sure it's just not a bad office temp with a bad attitude? That's what it sounds like to me.
I mean, that's where us rational folks to decide. We don't make the rules, though.
Because, like, it just sounds like a bird that's really sick of his job, and it just goes and kills people.
No, a bird that's sick of his job is a platypus.
Yeah.
He
No,
gave
the
up
platypus
so much.
isn't a bird.
It has a bill.
It's a reptile.
Actually, it doesn't lay eggs, does it?
Yeah,
Oh, no,
it
it
lays
It
eggs.
lays eggs.
It's the
It
only-
also has a poisonous stinger.
It's the only mammal that lays eggs.
Yeah, and it has like a barb.
And people thought that was a hoax and a conspiracy once upon a time,
It was
too.
pretty recent.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like 100 years ago. They didn't think it was real.
So, speaking of baby platypus, have you ever looked at a baby platypus? It's adorable.
Yeah, it is.
They're kinda cute.
And it's very dangerous, too,
It's amazing.
Yeah, that's from Australia, too, the place that doesn't exist, right?
Yeah, it's probably from there. You know who doesn't have an opinion that we have to care about, by the way?
What's that?
Canadians.
Yeah.
You want to know why?
What's that?
Because Justin Trudeau is the son of Fidel Castro.
Wow.
Wow. That's actually
Dude,
pretty
you're dropping some knowledge on me, dude.
Now,
I don't know what I'm going to do with that.
if you
It
ever
all
look
makes
at
sense.
Justin Trudeau compared to the rest of his family, does not look even remotely similar. Like all of Justin Trudeau's brothers look like they're all related, and then Justin Trudeau exists, and you're just like, man, the first lady of Canada was a fucking whore.
Well, someone's not going to be allowed back in the state of Canada.
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
banned.
So
Well,
blame
one-
another one on communism, y'all. Apparently, it's those commies.
No,
coming back.
that makes sense though
It
because
just keeps coming back. You
because,
can't fight it.
Because Pierre Trudeau, his father, his supposed father, looks like the kind of guy who likes watching people fuck his wife. So that makes perfect sense. Thank God he's dead now. Goddamn communist.
Wow.
I'm waiting for a knock on the door.
It's not going to happen.
We're
All
about
right?
to
The
get
Cubans
busted
aren't
in.
known for being able to infiltrate people's places. I mean,
you're gonna hear like a bird out there going, like it flies off.
well, you see, the birds can't see us.
But they got microphones in?
They do, but here's the problem. They can't see us unless we move.
No.
And because we have a curtain, they can't see us.
Does that make Birdman a part of the conspiracy too?
No, Birdman's not real.
So he's an android.
Yes.
So is he the android that kind of controls all the birds, like in his part of the region that he lives in?
Yes.
Okay.
So there's a series of Birdmen.
So when he's in his songs and he goes, he's really like calling the birds like to go do something.
Yeah, he's actually a very smart government agent
Yeah.
that was created in a lab.
Gotcha.
And the 5G is like the Fifth Reich of the bird movement, right?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Because once 5G gets turned into 6G, we're going to have some serious problems.
Yeah.
They're just plotting away.
No.
So that they
The,
could,
the original Birdman, what started it all, was a guy named Robert Stroud.
oh,
Do you remember? Do you know who Robert Stroud is?
no.
No.
He was the Birdman of Alcatraz.
Oh.
The government tried to lock him down, and they couldn't do it because the birds kept on still coming to him, and he kept on talking to him from Alcatraz.
It's amazing.
If you want to check out more of our stuff, go to www.dumbcoolweird.com. You'll find our Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and Patreon link if you want to support us. Also, be sure to check out our merch store. And if you're interested in being on our podcast, you can find a link on our website so you can reach out to us and tell us if you want to talk to us about something that's really weird, dumb, or cool. We'd be glad to hear from you. Hope you will stay tuned for the next weird ass episodes we got. Thank you.